Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Lisa Thompson here, coming to you from my home office outside of Eden Prairie, Minnesota. And welcome to another edition of The Doctor is In Live, the Black Friday edition. First of all, I hope all of you had a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday yesterday, that you had time to spend with your friends and your family, and you were able to create some very magic moments. As we wait for people to hop on today's live show, what I want you guys to do is when you come on, I want you to tell me who you are and where you're from so I can give you a shout out. And always make sure to hit the upper right hand corner of your screen, because that's the Facebook notification button. And when you hit that notification button, what Facebook is going to do is that it's going to let you know when I'm going live. That way you and I can interact in real time. And I'm always on Monday through Friday, 4:30 Eastern, 3:30 Central, 1:30 Pacific. Today I'm going to share with you 5 of my favorite mindset courses. So if you're in a home business industry or a brick and mortar business or network marketing business, this is for you. We only have about 30 some days left until 2017. And so what I wanted to do is give you my best mindset courses that can help you on your entrepreneurial journey so you can close out 2016 strong and have unstoppable momentum for 2017. Now, if you notice in the description of this Facebook Live, I put a link to my blog post where I spent the afternoon creating this blog post with my recommendations. So you can go click on that link and it's going to give you all of those recommendations and a little bit more information about what they are. Now, before I tell you what my 5 recommendations are, I want to just briefly share with you why it's so important for mindset. It is the foundation of your success. Now, when I first got started in my online entrepreneurial journey back in 2010, I was under the impression that it's only marketing strategies. Hey, Judy. Judy's from Pennsylvania. Glad to have you on the show today. And I always felt, just tell me what to do and I'll do it. Tell me what specifically I have to do for marketing strategies, content strategies, advertising strategies, you name it. Just tell me what to do and I'll do it. But here's the interesting that I found out in my entrepreneurial journey. It's never going to be easy on the road to success. You're going to have ups and you're going to have downs, all right? You're going to have times where your content's going to be a big miss. You're going to have a ton of unsubscribers. You're going to have people dropping out of your monthly auto ship, or they're going to drop out of your business as a rep. And you're just going to have a period where the sales aren't going to come in as well as they once did. There's going to be seasons and peaks and valleys. And it's how you operate in those valleys when you're going through those bad times, those challenging times, that's going to determine your business success. And that's where mindset is so important, because you can only build so high as your foundation is deep. And I see that Junie has joined us and Steve Siri. Glad to have you guys on the show today. And mindset, when you know how to think right, okay, because you have to stand guard at the door of your mouth and mind, because you're going to be in places where, friends and family may not support you. You're surrounded by negativity going around. All you had to do is just listen to the news this past election cycle. I mean, holy cow, talk about vitriol, all right? The news is full of negative stuff. Very rarely do you see anything positive. So when you work on your mindset, you see, the greatest asset you have in your business is you. And when you can invest, the best investment you can make in yourself is developing the skill sets to build a better version of you. Because people do business with those who they know, like, and trust. And so some of the biggest challenges that I see people having in their entrepreneurial journey are, number one, compare-itis, where they compare their success to others. They don't have a big vision for what they want their business to achieve. There are strategies and limiting beliefs around accumulating wealth and riches, a money mindset or poverty or lack of mentality that is surrounding you. And then the big one is people who start their own businesses, yet they're still under the mindset of employee, where they put in 2 weeks and expect a paycheck. That doesn't happen when you start your own business. And when you're on this entrepreneurial journey, you're going to have ebb and flow with revenue coming in, especially in the beginning as you get yourself established. That's why it's so important to have mindset training. So get out a pad of paper and a pen, and I'm going to share with you right now what are my top 5 recommended mindset courses. Some are going to be free and some are going to have a monetary investment. But I assure you that these 5 are always going to be present. They're never going to go out and be outdated. They're going to be evergreen, and every time you listen to them, you are going to get something new from it, and it's going to take your business to a whole other level. So the first one I want to recommend to you is called the My Lead System Pro Wake Up Call. This is one of the, if you haven't heard of My Lead System Pro, it is an online marketing community that teaches people, especially those getting started at their own businesses, all right, how to brand themselves to get leads and sales using tools and training from some of the top affiliates in the industry. And hey, Stu, glad to have you on the show today. And what My Lead System Pro does is they do a wake-up call. They've been doing this since 2008, every Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern. They do a wake-up call, and it's free to both members and non-members. And what they do is they bring out the top affiliates, top trainers, industry experts, and they do mindset training. Okay, they teach you how to think, the pitfalls that come up, how to overcome challenges in your business. Okay, and what I really love about this is that these success stories, these people who are leading these calls, they're just like you and I when they first got started. So that gives you a sense of hope and possibility that if they can overcome these challenges, so can you. And what's great about these wake-up calls is that they are available in podcast form on iTunes, as well as you can use an RSS feed or you can join them live. Now, to get all that information on how to be part of those wake-up calls, just click on the link you see in my video description. I wrote a blog post, and that'll give you all the information there. The second mindset training course I want to introduce you to is called the Deep Abyss Monthly Mastermind. And this is done by top home business industry expert Diane Hockman. And Diane created this mindset training because she saw so many home business owners struggling with limiting beliefs that they didn't think they were good enough. And she called it the deep abyss because when you go deep into yourself, you're going to find things about you, an inner strength that can help you overcome anything. And what Diane does, she created an amazing environment with this. She started this back in October of 2014. And what Diane did, all right, I've been a charter member since 2014. I don't know if anybody who's listening on the show today is a member. If you are, comment, because this is what she does is it meets the third Thursday of every month at 9 p.m. Eastern. It's a call, and you dial in, and then Diane's on about 15 minutes beforehand. And if you've ever been on a call with Diane Hockman, she sets the tone. There's an energy and vibe, kind of like when you're going out and meeting people at a party. She sets this vibe and energy that makes you feel at ease. Then she talks for about 30 to 45 minutes on a certain topic. And they range from anything, what she feels is important for the group. Sometimes she's leading the Deep Abyss call. Sometimes it's her husband, Larry, or another guest. After the main talk is done, She then puts out another call, and it's recorded. Both calls are recorded. And this is the mastermind discussion. And this is where the magic takes place. This is where breakthroughs happen, where people get on the line and interact with Diane. And you talk about things, questions, any breakthroughs you had during the call. And these mastermind discussions can go up to 2, and there's some that have went almost even 3 hours. And they're incredibly powerful. When you become a member of the Deep Abyss, it's only $25 per month. Now, there are other mindset trainings out there that cost $100 plus. Diane wanted to keep it affordable because she knew a lot of people, mindset is so important. And if you haven't invested in yourself yet and you're on a budget, this is for you. Okay? Combining that with the My Lead System Pro morning wake-up call and the Deep Abyss, you're really setting yourself up. And when you become a Deep Abyss member today, you're going to get access to all 25 recordings now that she has done, both the training and the mindset. And there's also a private Facebook group. And you can listen to all of them. You can download these audio recordings. So you can listen to them you could upload them if you want to your iTunes or your iPod or to your phone, so you can listen when you're doing chores or on your commute. And if, there's a money back guarantee. So if you decide to not become a member anymore, you get to still keep all of those other past recordings. So it's a tremendous value. That is also one I highly recommend that you get. The third one is called the Fast Track 6-Figure Formula by Ray Higdon and Mark Hoverson. These two created a course that was just released in October. And I absolutely love this course that Ray and Mark put together. What this is, and the reason that I love this so much, hey Daria, glad to have you on the show, is it's like you're overhearing 2 8-figure earners discussing strategies on success. And what Ray and Mark really talk about is really productivity, having a vision, overcoming limiting beliefs. And what Ray talked about is that a lot of people don't know with Ray Higdon, he failed at his first 11 network marketing companies, and then he experienced massive success on the 12th. And this is a 5-hour audio course where he and Mark really sit down and they talk about what it takes to be successful. So if you haven't made your first, $100 or $1,000 sales in a month, they teach you how to do that. If you're making, 4 figures a month, they're going to teach you how to make 5 figures. They're going to teach you how to make 6, how to make 7. And what's really great is I've listened to this course over and over again, and each time I listen to it, I get something new. So I highly recommend, again, these are also audios that you can download, and the sound quality is excellent. With my hearing disability, I'm very picky about, making sure sound quality is good. You can download these, and then you can listen to them on your phone, or you can upload them to your iPod or your tablet or any type of cloud, and you can just learn and just turn your time into a mobile university, no extra time, net time. The fourth resource I want to share with you is Mark Halverson's $1 Million Day. This is absolutely free on Kindle, and it's only about a 90-minute ebook to read through, but it's extremely powerful. And what Mark says, he poses a question, and I thought this is what really got me. And the question was, I'm going to make sure I get this put right. He said, if you made a list of all the things that you were meant to do and you kept putting them off, and I was going to give you $1 million if you could get them all done in a day, would you do it? Powerful question. And in the book, he outlines several people who have used these tips to overcome procrastination. And they have now experienced success like they haven't had before. This is an amazing, amazing book to read. And in the book, he does give you some more information if you want to go more in depth. into the $1 Million Day. He has another, there is a paid training that I believe is just $37. The information's in the book. Now with the Deep Abyss, the Fast Track 6 formula with Mark and Ray and Mark's book, The $1 Million Day, all you need to do is go click on the link in the video description you see in my video. I wrote a blog post and it contains all the information you need there, so you can go there and just click on those links and then you can get more information. And if you decide to make a purchase, it gives you all that. It takes you right there. Now, the last mindset course I want to go through is Ray Higdon's Vibrational Money Immersion. This is based on, and I thought this was really brilliant what Ray did. This is based on the book by Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. And just curious, any of you who are on this video, on the live right now, have you read Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill? It is an outstanding book, and it was written back in the 1930s. But I'll have to tell you, was hard for me to get through because the writing was more geared toward, the 1930s, and it was a little esoteric. All right. I remembered reading it for the first time when I was 27 years old, and I kept scratching my head at some parts of it. And one thing that always was popping in my head was, how can I take what I'm learning here from Napoleon Hill and apply it to my business? Well, guess what Ray Higdon did? Vibrational Money Immersion is his reflections of Think and Grow Rich. It's a 16 audio cassette or audio MP3 training format, audio files. And what he does is he goes through each chapter of Think and Grow Rich, and he puts it in his own words for home business owners today. So if you're having a hard time with understanding what mastermind groups are, or he talks about some transmutation and some of the other chapters, he breaks it down into where it's easy to understand. And what I really appreciate what Ray did in this particular training is that at the end of each audio session, he gives you an assignment that builds on the previous one, so that by the time you're done with the session, you have a whole different mindset shift, and you can track your progress, and you're going to be totally different after going through the training. I've done this, and I'm telling you, I've been through the assignments, and it blows my mind as to where my thinking was when I first started, and then when I checked it at the end when I've completed it. Absolutely phenomenal. And this is something you can go back and re-listen to and get new insights. I highly recommend that you get Ray's training. If you've never been on one of Ray's trainings, I highly recommend that you do. Hey, Jeffrey, glad to have you on the show today. Hope you and April had an awesome Thanksgiving. And if you haven't been through one of Ray's trainings, he's absolutely excellent. He really takes the complex and breaks it into simple. Now, a lot of people know him for giving out great blogging tips and really with recruiting and closing. But I think, in my opinion, Ray is the very best when it comes to mindset training. Same with Diane Hockman. You won't find two better people. So what I suggest that you do is then go and click on the video or on the description in this video above this live show, and I have a blog post written which contains all of these resources. You can go click on that and you can get more information. Did you all get value from today? Which course out of the 5 that I've listed really resonated with you, or you have it right now? So I want to take some quick questions before we close things up here on this Friday. I know some of you might be going out for shopping on deals. I was going to go shopping on Black Friday, but, well, my car, we only have one car, and the left rear wheel, the tire is getting very low. The tread is getting almost flat, and the earliest I can get my car in to get a new tire is on Thursday, so I'm trying to keep not driving on my car yet for a bit. So I'm glad we have online so I can do some shopping on Amazon, right? But that's what I'm really, so I'm really not all that keen. Neither is my husband David going to the malls anymore, doing shopping. But if we have to, we will. So I see that we don't have any questions or people haven't commented yet, and that's fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap things up here. If you got value, leave a comment and share this with your teams if you have a network marketing company, or if you know of someone who is in need of some mindset. Share this video and share my blog post, because this is going to help a lot of people. Because what I want you guys to do is I want you to succeed. I want you to close out 2016 with creating some unstoppable momentum that can set you up to let 2017 be an even better year. So with that said, have a very safe holiday. And for those of you who are probably returning back home after yesterday, safe travels. And then make sure you tune in on Monday, where we're going to talk more about some strategies to help you build a profitable business through branding and social media. So take care.